Alright, so our application is almost complete. We need to add the functionality where we can actually make a post. But before we do that, I want to make sure that we hide the things that we don't want to show when a user isn't logged in, which is basically everything. We don't want this permissions block to show. We don't want this input box to show. We don't want the post. I want everything to be private, so you have to actually log in. Alright, so let's do that first, and that's done very easily. We can go into Facebook HTML, and we just need to add our directive here. This is logged in. Alright, so let me just copy that. Actually, I don't need to copy the div. Let me just grab this. Okay, so the permissions, which is right here, I'm just going to add this to that div. And then for, let's see, welcome to Facebook, status update. Okay, that ends right there. I think I'm going to do a custom div here. Yeah, so I'm going to go right here and say div. Whoop. And I want it to wrap everything. Let's put it right here. Alright, so none of that should show unless the user's logged in. So if we save that and upload, whoops, looks like I have to log in again. Alright, and we need to go to the public HTML folder, and then we want ngSocial and Facebook. Alright, so we'll upload these files. Say overwrite and reload, and now you can't see anything. I do want to have just a little message just to let the user know they have to log in. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to go right under the end div, and I just want to change this to if logged in is false. Then we'll have a paragraph, and we'll say need to log in to post. Okay. Alright, so that's good. So let's just log in now. And we want to be able to make new posts. So if we go to facebook.html and we go to the form here, we're going to add a directive called ngSubmit. And we're going to set that equal to post status. Okay, and that's going to be a function. And we go back to Facebook.js and we need to add that function. Okay, so let's go right above the refresh. And actually we have to give that text area, we have to give that an ng model directive so that we can grab that. So ng model, let's call it my post. Okay, so now we're going to go right here and I'm going to say scope.postStatus. Alright, and that's going to be set to a function. And what we need to do is grab whatever's in the text area. Alright, so for, let's see, text area, we have ng model equals my post. Alright, so you want to remember that, my post. So we can grab it. Actually, let's change that. Let's make that body. Okay, so ng model body. And then we'll create a variable here called body. And we want to set it equal to this dot body. Alright, and that'll grab that value. Next, we need to make our requests. So we'll say Facebook.api. Okay, and this is going to go to /me/feed. And we need to specify that this is a post request. Okay, so that'll be this parameter here. And then we need the message. So message, and that's going to be body. All right. So now we want to do .then, and I'm going to put a function in here. Okay. Put a response just like we've been doing. And now we just want to create a message. So we'll say scope.msg, and we'll set that to thanks for posting. Alright, and then we just want to refresh. Alright. So let's see what happens. We'll go ahead and save that. And then we'll upload that to our host. Overwrite. Okay, and now let's reload. And I just want to make sure that the form here is named correctly and the text area. Okay, so we got form, ng submit post status, which is good, and then the text area has an ng model of body, so that's good. Now let's try to do this. We'll say test from ngSocial. Submit. And there we go. Now if I go and visit the page here, or the profile, you can see we have test from ngSocial. Alright, so we can now post to Facebook from our application. Alright, so you can just see that there's a lot of potential here with different kinds of user information that you can get when people sign up and log into your app. You can do a lot, and you can get all kinds of things like friends list, likes, pages, page info, pretty much anything, any kind of data that Facebook has that's public, you can get, or private if the user lets you. So I mean, this application itself isn't that handy as far on a production standpoint, but it gives you an idea of just some of the things that you can do with the Facebook Graph API. Alright, so hopefully you enjoyed this project, and I will see you in the next.